But I'm not only a concerned student, I'm a little bit of an inside observer. I work in the security office every Monday night as a desk assistant. Some of us students do not have the decency to respect the guards when we get caught. A lot of students see this as an opportunity to harass and degrade the guards without considering the fact that the guards are hired to enforce university policy, and if they fail to do so, they'll lose their job. It is university policy that the students are objecting to, but instead of the almighty Fordham administration hearing about it, security officers often catch the brunt of the complaints. I just know that if I were frequently denied meal breaks, I would be unhappy. If I was handed an option for a new health insurance plan without anyone taking the time to explain it to me or asking for my input, and was then expected to sign it the next day, I would be unsatisfied. The relationships between the guards and the supervisors of the night shift seem amiable enough. I get the impression that the disconnect and dissatisfaction comes from a place much higher up, from something within the Fordham system that needs to change.
We're actually cybersecurity from Columbia University, not from Fordham. But I was going to come up here and talk about the conditions we have, the pay, the meal breaks and all that, but honestly it's very much similar to what you heard. What I think that's left to be said from all that we have seen today is, first of all, I just wondered if anybody have noticed how the workers who have these jobs with the lowest position, how much does that fall into racial lines and into immigration and into how many fronts are these people fighting in the city? The problem lays that if we as workers, the lowest in these universities and these big establishments, lose our right to organize, you too lose a lot, because organizing in the first place is what we got us to 40-hour week in this country, to overpay, to holidays, to anything that from the highest member of these institutions to the lowest benefits and enjoys. If we lose that, we're in a system that treats labor as a commodity. From other universities, from this university, from anybody who considers themselves part of the community of the United States or of New York City, to consider these issues, to not think of it, well, they're sitting for 8 hours just doing nothing. No, there's a lot of stress in sitting and watching people who think they're a lot better than you, passing by, giving you that humiliation, giving you looks, attitude, whatever it is.
But if those 2.20 raise have brought my hourly rate now to $10.25 an hour, and even with $10.25 an hour, it is still very difficult to support oneself and one family, especially in a city like New York. We have no representation, and we are asking for the opportunity to choose a union of our choice, preferably 32BJ. Because since I was there at Lincoln Center, I have seen guards sent back for reassignment for some of the most minor and trivial incidents, and I have never seen anyone step forward to represent them. So therefore, we are asking for true representation. I'm going to say one last thing before I go. One word to my fellow security officers, both here at Rose Hill and Lincoln Center. We are asking you guys who are hiding in the shadows and who are afraid to stand up to come out and stand with your fellow security officers so we can send a louder, stronger message to Fordham.
You did, but I think you all heard very strongly the testimony of the security officers here. We want to thank you, all of you, for coming forward as you did. We've heard from you the fear that you've experienced, the intimidation you've experienced, and so we are in debt to you for your courage in stepping forward tonight and speaking with us, and we want to express our deep appreciation to you and know that we will be working very hard on the report that we will present to the administration, and we will make our best efforts to support you in your efforts to achieve the justice that you rightly deserve. Thank you.
I just want to say that I'm honored to have been here. We talk a lot about rights in the law school where I teach, but rights only exist when people are willing to stand up and exercise them. We heard a lot tonight about fear and intimidation, and in spite of that, we got some very useful information, and hopefully we'll be able to put together a decent report. Thank you for exercising your rights and thereby helping keep them alive.
Well, I really didn't know as much as I'd like to about what's going on. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to do that. I'm shocked. I didn't know that it was what was going on, and I really hope that this report and through people talking about it more that changes will happen.